everyone, welcome back to my channel. In case you couldn't tell by the title, we're going to be forming a stiletto nail. So most people say using tips is like the best way, but you know, I love forms. So the products that we're going to be using are Kiara Sky EMA monomer. In my last video, I left in the description each link to the products that are used. Now the brush that I'm using is a Sally Beauty brand, so I know it's an ASP brand, but I don't know the exact title of it. So if you're going to check out the brush, I suggest you would go to Sally's. So whenever I use a form, and in this case I'm using my practice hand, so it's like not really a natural nail, so it's harder to use and just harder for everything. I like to go in with a small bead just to kind of start at the front of the natural nail. Well, in this case it's a plastic nail, but with anything you just want to start at the front to kind of create that base. And since we're doing a stiletto nail, I'm going to need a couple beads for that. Normally if you're doing like a short square, a short coffin, well, nobody likes short coffin, but a coffin, you just want to use like a medium-sized bead. Now this, you want to make it thin as possible because you don't want that part to be so thick. And since we're using a form, most of the shaping is going to be with your brush, because whenever you use forms or any type of enhancement, you just don't want to be filing for ages, because however long amount of time you take on one nail, you're going to be taking that times 10. Yeah, times 10. So yeah, you just really want to try to like configure, I don't know, like just try to make your time less on everything. So whenever you're doing any type of like long nail, like in this case, when you do stiletto nails, just don't get them short because it makes you look like you're wearing dog claws. It's just almond nails, when they're short, they're cute, but when you do sharp stiletto nails and they're short, it just doesn't look good. So with any type of stiletto nail, you don't need to have them 15 inches long, just a medium length. That is like the lowest you should go for length. But when they're long, you really want to try not to like make them too thin, because when they're too thin they'll crack, and that's just a whole other problem. You don't want that. So as you can see, when I'm going in with that cuticle bead, you really want to try to make that sort of your biggest bead, because that's where the apex is to for more structure for your natural nail. So with this, I use gravity as my friend, obviously, and I just keep on, like, you want to go in with as little padding as possible, because you want to make it easier for you, and just for time limits, you just really want to make it easier. So here I am just constantly checking the apex to make sure it's not too thick. So when it comes down to the apex, if it's too thick, it doesn't look right. But it's like right in the middle. I don't know. It's just after a long time of practicing, you'll finally get it. I still don't get it as often, but it's just with practice. Practice makes perfect. So here I just keep constantly getting. You don't. Whenever somebody says like you should go by a certain method, like 3 bead, 1 bead, 2 bead, just don't. Like, it's not right. Don't listen to other people, because you just got to find your own method. You shouldn't be trying to go off of somebody else. So that's why whenever I hear about um like watching how-to videos for beginners, that's when, like, when I first started nails, I was always watching the Kiara Sky videos and just all the videos that were for beginners, but they never helped, because I was always trying to do what they're doing, and here I was just constantly messing up and making it too bulky, too, just everything about it was bad. So yeah, just find your own method. It doesn't have to be everyone else's expectations. Just do your own thing. So here I am just kind of forming that stiletto, here's the part where like you really have to focus on the shape, because if not and you make it too thick on the sides, that filing isn't going to really help. And it's just, especially when it comes to stiletto, when you need to make it really pointed, it takes a long time for filing. And like I said before, that plus 9 other fingers, it's just way too long to spend on filing. So if you're doing things like nail art and stuff like that, you really want to take as little time with the application as possible. Or no, little time filing, but you want to take the most time trying to get the application perfect for less filing. So like it all comes together after a certain thing. So after you just keep cleaning your brush. And now here comes like my favorite part about forming stiletto nails is the filing. So I did buy this huge pack of files. It comes in 48 pack for $33 at Sally's. Now it is pretty overpriced, but these files are amazing. So I was really using only the Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, whatever files. But after a while, it's just like you can't rely on them because they sometimes stock is out and it's just too much. So if you just buy like in bulk, it's a lot easier. So when you're going on side to side for like trying to get that perfect stiletto shape, if you go on one side too much, it'll look like warped to one side or warped to the other side. So you really got to keep checking that shape and constantly keep going from side to side. And as I'll show here, right there, you'll see it's like perfect. But if you just got to keep doing that until you get the desired shape. Now you can't go by what you want. You just got to keep going by but what the client wants or anything like that. So I'm going across it. Now most of the filing that I did here was with the hand file, which is amazing because you want that as much as possible, because then you don't have to take longer time with the drill and doing all that type of stuff. So you just kind of go across, and this is just to remove any lumps, any imperfections in the nail. But of course, whenever you're doing when you're sealing the cuticle, sorry, I'm like stuttering so much. You want to go in with a cuticle bit or any type of drill bit that can get back by the cuticle and make it more flush. Like I said in my last video, any type of like thickness back by the cuticle can cause lifting and mold and any type of problems on the natural nail. And so you really want to try to go at like a 90-degree angle, but here I am right there. I'm kind of rounding the tip just a little bit. You don't want it so rounded, but when it's just pointed, it makes it look a little weird. So here I am right there. You see how just the smallest amount of filing and it made it just so perfect. I love applications like that where you just don't have to do too much. You just file it a little bit and boom, you got your stiletto nail. So after that, obviously you would buff. I'm not going to really show the cuticle part because I don't really need to. But yeah, let's get to painting. This is my favorite part. So again, I'm going to reference my last video. I promised in the last video I would test out the glitter from the Beatles gel kit. I'll like put a little information thing at the top of this video. It was a French kit, how to do it with like the tip guides and all that. So honestly, my second review, because I did try it out on my mom when I did her nails, the gel is just, the color, I really don't like it. And I did swatch it again just to try it out, but it wrinkled and I did it like the exact same as it said in the directions. I didn't like it. It just didn't work. So the glitters, one is like a rose gold. I might have just shown it, I don't remember. But it's very chunky and it doesn't look good when you apply it. But this one, it's like a silver glitter. It's a lot more liquidy, as you can see there. But in the last one, it was just all glitter. So it's just really, really, really bad when it comes down to polishing. So here you just kind of, especially on stiletto nails, you really don't want to bulk up the sides. So they say whenever you're doing a top coat, because that's like the part that really bulks up, and with stiletto you need that perfect pointed shape. At the end you can go in with your fingers and just kind of swipe down along the sides. Don't go too far up because you don't want to mess up the polish, but just swipe down it after the top coat to keep that pointed shape, and that's like perfect. um so there's that glitter. Oh my god, like the glitters in this kit is so amazing. I wish it came with more glitters, but I might have to buy some more. I don't know yet. So now we're gonna go in with our crystals. Here we go. I did buy these crystals off Amazon as well, and it didn't come with the wax pen. I actually had another kit that came with crystals and a wax pen. So for the crystal design, I've never done exotic crystal designs before. I'd never really I don't know. I just never liked the way it looked. I just like doing classic like cuticle crystals, and obviously those are very small. So, and here, this is where I get annoyed sometimes, is when it flips over and it just won't flip back over. Oh my god, it gets so annoying. Even during this video I was like, okay, are you serious right now? Like, I was getting so annoyed. So when you're using crystals, they say get like a they do sell these types of builder gels, but you don't want regular builder gel. I don't know. It just, everyone has a different personal like thing with it. I just use Beetle's gel top coat. I've used it for everyone, my mom and my sister and just everyone. So when I use that, their crystals stay for weeks, like until the next refill, like 3 or 4 weeks, I'd say, is whenever I refill them. But they are so good. Like when you put it on with just top coat, and obviously if you really like, if you work with your hands a lot and you're messy with them, you want to do as much as you can for adhering them. So if you want, you can still use Beetle's top coat and builder gel. They say to put the builder gel first wherever you put the crystals, then put top coat, but whatever. So with this crystal design, I was going for like more of a cross shape. I don't know, but I was trying to go from big down to small, and I did like that design, but I don't know, it wasn't really going with it. So yeah.